Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. I'm in the studio, so you know what to do. Get involved in the comments and the chat because it's live. We've got a few stories to get through this morning, including the Champions League final. The venue has been moved. Will that affect Manchester United Football Club? Let me know what you think, if you think it will or it won't. We've also got a potential double defensive swoop in the summer. And also, Manchester United youngsters are flying. It's what we do. It's in our DNA. It's in our blood. Yes, it certainly is. So get involved in the chat about all those things. We'll get onto them. LJ says, welcome back, Jay. Bro, thank you. Morning. Yes, I was over in Madrid for the 1-1 draw with Atletico. Give ourselves a decent chance of getting through to the next round of the competition. By no means is it all done yet, but a 1-1 away at Atletico is a good result, especially considering the performance, which I thought wasn't great, shall we say. So if we do get through, we're then in the quarters. And if we get through that, we're then in the semis. And we get through that, we're then in the final. Lots of ifs, admittedly. And the final is no longer going to be in St. Petersburg because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It's now going to be in Paris. Yes, there you can see the Paris Stadium. And it's in all its glory. And it's a stadium where we've had some success in the past, haven't we? Who can forget that 3-1 win over Paris Saint-Germain after a 2-0 home loss to PSG, where Marcus Rashford's late penalty won it for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his youngsters. So who knows? Maybe we can have some more success in Paris. We'll have to wait and see. But the venue's been moved to there for the Champions League final. So listen, if United get there, I'll be absolutely buzzing. But there's a long way to go before we can even focus on that. We're just going to get into some of the comments before I move on. Tyler Panfield says they can put the Champions League final anywhere. United will be there. 4 is coming. Yes, I like it. James187 says, morning, Jay. Too cold for OT. Laughing emoji. No, on a Friday, it's never too cold for OT. On Friday, we usually do it here in the studio. Back probably on Monday, I think, outside Old Trafford. Don't worry. It's never too cold, is it? LJ says, your voice still sounds in good nick, surprisingly. Yeah, it's recovered a little bit. It was a bit croaky Thursday morning, I'm not going to lie, from belting out the Anthony Elanga tune non-stop. Right, so there we go. We know where the Paris final. We know where the Champions League final is going to be. Are Manchester United going to be in it? We'll have to wait and see. Long way to go. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. Also, we'll move on to last night's game at Old Trafford. David Pritt was there for us. Manchester United in the FA Youth Cup beating Leicester 2-1 in the FA Youth Cup. So through to the next round, and yeah, it looks like Alejandro Garnacho is going to be a star. He scored 2 goals, did really well. I've spoken about him many times on this channel. We're going to have an academy review as well with David Pritt. He's going to be running through that game, letting us know how it went down, what the performances were like, because we're through to the semi-finals, the FA Youth Cup. So that's a great sort of step forward for the youth team. And hopefully we can go on to win a competition that we've had a lot of success in over the years. In the past, we've obviously had some great teams, the Busby Babes, the Jesse Lingard, Paul Pogba era. You remember that as well? We've always had a good sort of history with the Youth Cup. I remember going to a Youth Cup game. I think it was not Terry Cook. Was it Terry Cook? Yeah, it was Terry Cook who ran the show. So definitely something to be positive about. When not everything is positive in the minute, but that is a positive one for Manchester United, and we're doing well there in the FA Youth Cup. And Alejandro Garnacho seems like one to watch. Scored a great free kick last night. And like I said earlier, I'll get all the details from David Pritt on that in the next sort of hour. Jay Zachary Purvis asked, did you see that Garnacho free kick? Pants were off after that. 5 a.m. here in Ohio. And y'all come in clutch daily with entertainment before work. Thanks. Peter Jackson said, how was your trip, Jay? Yeah, it was great. Went Madrid via Bergamo. It was fantastic. Right, let's move on, shall we? To Antonio Rudiger. Now, I think you had this story last night about the fact that Manchester United, we've been linked with, let's have it right. We've been linked with a lot of defenders, but we're linked with Manuel Akanji. And this is the kid from Dortmund. Now, we've also been linked with Antonio Rudiger. That's why we've gone for this defender double swoop title, because it looks like Rudiger is going to leave Chelsea in the summer. His contract is up. He's rejected the latest contract offer, and now United are reportedly keen on signing him. He's not put pen to paper on a new deal. A lot of papers running this story, saying that maybe he could be heading to Old Trafford. just out of, good question for you all. Would you have him at Old Trafford? Would you have Rudiger? Because I think he's a decent player. I do. He's always seems to do quite well against us. He's had some good games against us, hasn't he? I mean, he's had a few games where I've been fuming with him, but for the sort of the reasons that he's been a difficult opponent and sometimes he's got away with one or two challenges or what have you. But he is a player with experience. He's won the Champions League. Obviously, he's done well at Chelsea. Looks like he could be available. And apparently, I know there's lots of ifs and buts here, but apparently United are interested in him, and it could be a deal that's made there because he's a free agent. It would be quite a big transfer, wages probably, but we do pay quite a lot of wages at Old Trafford anyway. So is it worth it where you go, okay, we're not having to pay a transfer fee, so it's worth giving him the extra money on his wages. He brings that experience, he brings that ability. He has had success at Chelsea. He could slot straight into the team. We don't know what's going to happen at centre-back as well. There's lots of ifs and buts going on this summer. Is Ralf Rangnick going to stay if we don't get top four, we don't get Champions League football next season? Do we need to bring in someone to replace him? I know that sounds crazy, but wouldn't it be on the realms of possibility that Champions League Varane had a clause in his contract that he has to play in the Champions League? So we'll have to wait and see. Cheat Game says Akanji is a really good player. Tina Telefson Takoka. Rudiger has told Chelsea that he wants to sign for another Premier League club. Also, there's a discussion going on in the chat about Pochettino. I'll take Rudiger for sure, but our board is going for Poch. Yeah, rumours there about Pochettino and Ten Hag. We've covered all that, and the latest seems to be that, well, the latest I've seen it is that Ten Hag still seems like he is favoured by a lot of the whole Old Trafford hierarchy. Poch still has his supporters, shall we say, at board level at Manchester United. So we'll have to wait and see. I think a lot depends on how the season pans out as well. There was rumours of Real Madrid being in for Pochettino because of Pochettino's relationship with Kylian Mbappe. So let us know what you think about all of those things. Anyway, I'll get into some of the comments. Mimic says, Rudiger was looking like trash and Chelsea fans wanted him out before Tuchel came in. He plays great in Tuchel's system, but how would he play in our future system? Do we even know what the future system is at Manchester United at the minute? I mean, there's so many ifs in there. I keep saying this ifs and buts, but everything at the minute seems to be ifs and buts FC, because we don't know what's going on. We don't know if Rudiger's going to sign. Don't know what system we're going to have. We don't know who the new manager's going to be. We don't know if we're going to have Champions League football to keep the likes of Raphael Varane. We don't know a lot of things. We do know, though, that Rudiger has been linked with Manchester United over the past few months. He should be available in the summer if he doesn't put pen to paper, and there are reports that he's willing to stay in the Premier League. Now, you look at it, if he is willing to stay in the Premier League, who's coming in for him from Premier League clubs? Which other Premier League clubs would want him? Would Arsenal want him? They've got White, they've got Gabriel. Would they want to come in for Rudiger? I'm not so sure. Would they be able to pay the wages that he'd want? Arsenal don't usually, I know they do now and again, they don't usually break the bank with wages. They have done it in the past with like Ozil and Aubameyang. That ended in tears. So would they do it with Rudiger? I'm not so sure. City won't want him. I don't think they need him. I don't think the scouts just maybe could use him. I think Van Dijk's the wrong side of 30 in here. I know they've brought in Kanate. I don't know. I think they've still got options down. They've got Matip and Gomez as well. So Spurs, perhaps Spurs could go in for him, but again, wages-wise, I know they pay Harry Kane a fortune, but would they be willing to do it for Antonio Rudiger? I'm not so sure. Let us know what you think about that and any other stories as well. Another story doing the rounds is this about Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell was in attendance for the FA Youth Cup game that I mentioned earlier last night. This is the Monaco sporting director. He has been sort of loosely linked with United in the past, and he's worked at Southampton, he's worked at Spurs, he's worked at RB Leipzig. He knows Ralf Rangnick, he's pictured with Ralf Rangnick. Some people were saying, oh, does this mean he's going to come to Old Trafford and be the sporting director? I don't think it does. Apparently, the reports are that he was visiting family. He's from, I think he's from Staley Vegas, as I used to call it. Paul Mitchell, he's sort of well respected in here, and I think a lot of people would be happy to see him come to Manchester United. I'm not so sure that's going to happen. I don't know. I think we've got obviously John Murtough in his role as I always get this confused. Let me try and get this one right. John Murtough as director of football. You've got Darren Fletcher's technical director. You've got potentially Ralf Rangnick moving into a consultancy role. Can you fit Paul Mitchell in that as well? And then you've got a new manager coming in, and you don't know who the manager is yet. I don't want to keep saying ifs and buts because I'm driving myself mad with it, but you know what I'm saying. So we'll have to wait and see. Sam Not says Staley Vegas, lol. 3FHW says, yo, how about Garnacho, though? Yep, we're going to be talking about him. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, please. We've only got 49 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Come on, people. This is just it's not happening, is it? Hey, it's Adam J. Jay, you beautiful bald man. It's my birthday. Can I get a shout out? Absolutely not. Out of question. Only joking. Happy birthday. Santa Not says maybe Rudiger on a free for Pogba on a free. I don't know. If Pogba leaves, then you guess we'll have wages, sort of a wage pool to spread out a little bit. So maybe, you know, you lose Paul Pogba. I'm not saying it's what I want to do. I'm saying it could happen. So instead of giving him 300k a week or whatever he was on, you then give it to Antonio Rudiger. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to wrap it up there anyway. Get involved in the channel. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Make sure as well you're checking out all the other videos. We've got... we're going to have a Academy review coming up as well. We've got extra content on the members section as well. Have a little bit of extra videos on there as well. And we'll also be looking ahead to the game against Watford this weekend. We'll have the brew later on today and all that good stuff. I've been Jay. This has been the Paper Talk, where Manchester United could be in for a summer double swoop. We'll have to wait and see, though, for Manuel Akanji and Antonio Rudiger. Thanks for watching.